Jadeveon Clowney sent home before the Browns season-ending game. That was a big drama in the Browns season-ending game before the Steelers. Now he's backtracking on some of his comments. He's apologizing. Digital anchor Stephanie Haney has the latest on that story.
Yeah, what did he say?
That is right. Yes, he did issue an apology today. And as you said, that was after some incidents last week. It was 1 week after he was sent home from practice, sitting out that regular season finale. And it was comments that he made to Cleveland.com's Mary Kay Cabot about the team elevating Myles Garrett over him. So he said that he wanted to apologize about. He said, as a son and a parent specifically, and to Myles Garrett and his family. He said that his words were taken out of context and misrepresented, and that he reached out to Myles specifically to apologize. He said he will continue to learn and grow as he moves forward. My guess is that will be somewhere other than Cleveland, but he is sorry.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. Now, with Martin Luther King Jr. Day coming up on Monday, our digital team has put together a list of ways to honor the holiday around Northeast Ohio. Lots of museums, for example, offer free admission to guests through this weekend and on Monday. And the Cleveland Orchestra will hold a free MLK celebration concert. That's on Sunday at 7 p.m. at Severance Hall. You can get tickets first come, first serve if you either call, show up at the ticket office, or go online. And we do have that link on WKYC.com, along with more events. All right, now it's time for our question of the day. In light of flight cancellations and delays caused by a glitch in the FAA system, we asked you at home, what should the FAA do to compensate affected travelers? Heather says nothing other than a full refund if your flight got canceled. She said flights get canceled every single day. Amanda says yes to that full refund, but also says if people got delayed, the FAA should pay for food and hotel accommodations if they were needed. Mark says free trips to Belize.
I co-sign that.
Yeah, right? Sure. Can I go back and schedule a flight retroactively? On our What's New Facebook page, Ellen says, just make sure it doesn't happen again. That's what we really want here. And Gigi says, maybe keep updates going on a regular basis, like maybe every 6 months. I was trying to look into how often that system, the NOTAM system, is updated.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure they are on that with some degree of regularity, but hopefully they do have a plan in place to get those
They're
updates
not due for another 6 years to kind of have an overhaul.
A brand new system.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold your breath on those free trips to Belize. And back to the Jadeveon Clowney thing. I don't know this. I would just say that from experience, when I've seen these things in the past, a lot of times what happens is the cooler head in the room is the agent. Now remember, Jadeveon Clowney is a free agent, so he's looking at the other 31 teams as prospective employers. Many times the agent reaches out to the player and says, this isn't going to sit well with prospective new bosses, that you were a problem and you had a problem with one of your teammates and you voiced it. Issue an apology. I'm not saying that's happened in this case, but in the past, I know that oftentimes that is the way it works.
That's
the
the
agent tells the player,
sure, that makes
fall
sense.
on your sword and apologize. So either way, he apologized, and that's good.
Yeah, that's nice. That seems like the right thing to do in this case.
Yes, absolutely. Steph, thanks.